Halo is a franchise that has been around now for over 20 years, starting all the way back with the release of Halo CE. And in that time, Halo has had some pretty banging games and media surrounded around the Chief himself and all the other cool characters that the Halo canon has explored. However, besides just making their appearance in Halo games, Halo as a franchise has also made its appearance in other franchises. And so today we're going to go over 12 times that Halo has appeared in other franchises. That way you can fulfill your Halo itch anytime you need, even if you might need a little break from Halo Infinite. I think that's enough of an intro, so let's just get right into it, and these aren't really in any particular order. But we're going to start with a fighting game that released all the way back in 2005 for the Xbox 360, and that was Dead or Alive 4, which was developed by Team Ninja and published by Tecmo Games, and was a fighting game that was pretty well received. In Dead or Alive, Halo makes an appearance in the form of Spartan Nicole 458, who, while not a character directly out of the Halo series, looks and wears the same type of armor that Master Chief would have worn at the time. At the time, Team Ninja did want permission to use the Master Chief himself, but Bungie declined due to what they claimed was storyline restrictions. Which is funny because in this video we'll go over some of the other crossovers, and they've definitely lifted those restrictions now with Bungie being gone. Nicole didn't necessarily play much different than the other fighters in the game, and even shares many of the same moves, but does have some moves like her uppercut, where she places a plasma grenade on her opponent that give her a little bit of that Halo flair. If you guys remember, the Halo 3 armor type Hayabusa was actually Bungie returning the favor, as it took inspiration from Ryu Hayabusa, who originated from the Ninja Gaiden series, along with also being in Dead or Alive. Next up, why don't we hop into another fighting game, and that is Killer Instinct. This game was released in 2013, and the game was originally a free-to-play game on the Xbox One, but later in 2016 was ported to Windows 10. The port to Windows 10 also coincided with the release of Season 3 of the game, which is where the Arbiter himself makes an appearance. As you guys know from watching the channel, the Arbiter is one of my favorite characters from Halo. I mean, he's just a total badass, and in this game he uses several weapons from the Halo series in combat, and you get a special stage set on the Battle of St. Helios. The Arbiter's just sweet, and being able to use him to beat up characters in another game is a pretty good time. Next up, we'll take a step away from fighting games and talk about a time that Halo made an appearance in probably one of the most culture impacting game series back when I was a little bit younger, and that was Guitar Hero. Guitar Hero 3 Legends of Rock was where Halo made its appearance, and in that game you could play the Halo theme song, available as downloadable content. Moving on is another crossover where Halo made its appearance, and again one of the most impactful games of its time, and even continuing to this day, and that is in Minecraft. Back in 2014 we had the Halo mashup for Minecraft, which allowed you to forge your own Halo world in Minecraft, included classic Halo locations, and had 40 new Halo universe skins, along with over 30 music tracks from the franchise. And recently, as of December of 2021, they actually updated this pack, now called the Master Chief Mashup Pack, which was an update for that pack we had all the way back in 2014. In this, it includes new skins, new textures, more classic Halo music, and an amazing Halo world filled with iconic moments to explore. There was 8 extra skins themed after characters specifically from Halo Infinite, including Jaga, Escharum, and some of the other iconic characters. This is definitely a really cool pack that you can get, and if you ever wanted Halo to be a bit more of a sandbox game than it already is, this is your way to kind of explore that fantasy, run around, build things in the Halo world, and have all sorts of fun. Because hey, a lot of Halo players love to build things with Forge, and in this version of Minecraft, you can build even more Halo-based things, and it's pretty cool. But next up, we're going to talk about Halo and its ventures into the Forza franchise. Halo has made appearances now in 3 different Forza games, with Forza Horizon 3, 4, and most recently Forza Horizon 5 that came out last year in 2021. In all of these games, you can drive a cool Warthog, and Forza Horizon 4 even has a whole iconic Halo experience that you can check out. In Forza Horizon 5 specifically, and I'm not going to talk on the other ones as much because I don't know, the Warthog is a cool vehicle you can use for off-roading, and actually, funnily enough, has a top speed of 117 miles per hour. These crossovers are a lot of fun, and the Forza Horizon games are a cool experience even if you're not a big racing fan, so if you decide to check them out, make sure you pick up a Warthog and at least drive it around a little bit. Next up, kind of on the theme of cars, was actually Halo making an appearance in Rocket League. This was all the way back in 2016, but Rocket League actually added the Hog sticker, which is obviously based on the Warthog. However, the Hog sticker was exclusive to Xbox One players and was unlocked by playing one match with every common body. What was weird though is during cross-platform play, while playing against Xbox One players, PC players couldn't even see the Hog sticker. They would instead see the Octane in its place, which I think is a little bit funky, but I guess if the PC players don't know what they're missing out on, it won't hurt them. Next up, if driving warthogs isn't your fancy, you could also sail the seas in this Halo themed crossover. Originally coming out in 2019, Halo blasted its way into Sea of Thieves with this cool Spartan themed ship. I personally haven't played too much Sea of Thieves, but if you want to go loot in the seas as a pirate, you might as well do it dripping out with your Halo ship. Next up is a bit of a blast from the past, and that was Halo's appearance in Fable 2 back in 2008. Fable is a pretty beloved franchise, and while I never got too into the franchise myself, in Fable 2 you can get the HAL set, which came with the limited collector's edition of Fable 2. Here you could get HAL's outfit, which was modeled after the Mjolnir armor, and along with that you could also get HAL's sword, which was an energy sword, and HAL's rifle, which was an assault rifle. Moving on, next we're going to take a jump back in time and go back to 2019 with the release of Gears 5, where we got the Halo Reach character pack for Gears 5. Here you got both Cat and Emil that you could use in all the multiplayer modes, including the PvE modes like Escape and Horde, and you also got some different skins and sprays and a mark and a banner. One cool thing too is that both Cat and Emil came equipped with an ultimate ability, being the bubble shield for Emil and the hologram for Cat. I won't lie, it's been a long time since I played Gears 5, but when I was playing Gears 5, I made sure to be rocking these characters pretty much every single time I played the game, because if you're playing Gears 5 and you're not playing as Emil, are you even playing the game properly? Next up, we have the main character of Fortnite himself, Master Chief. Releasing back in 2020, Master Chief blasted his way into the Fortnite universe, where you could pick up the Master Chief bundle that allowed you to get Master Chief in his normal green glory and also a black armor theme, which admittedly looks pretty damn sweet. The bundle also came with a Halo themed backpack, a gravity hammer that you could use as your pickaxe, a pelican glider for when you're dropping out of the sky, and a cute little warthog emote. Along with the bundle itself, it actually dropped with a version of Blood Gulch that was created in Fortnite's creative mode, where you could play capture the flag on Blood Gulch in Fortnite, which admittedly was pretty damn fun when I played it with my friends. It even came with a little marketing campaign that had Red vs Blue and Ninja hopping in there to tell you about the new cool things you can purchase. Next up for crossovers, we actually have Counter-Strike Go. In 2019, in anticipation for the release of MCC on PC and Steam, we got a collection of stickers added to Counter-Strike Go and a music kit that you could equip that basically plays whenever you clutch around. The music kit is obviously some classic nostalgic Halo music, and when I play Counter-Strike, I make sure to rock this kit so that when I clutch around, everyone knows that I'm basically cooler than them. And last but not least on my list, we have the recent Destiny 2 Halo anniversary items that came toward the end of 2021. These came out as part of their 30th anniversary celebration, and in here, while the names were changed, you can basically get an energy sword, a battle rifle, the CE Magnum, a rocket launcher that looks pretty Halo themed, a focus rifle, and a ghost. And these are all different items that you can now use in Destiny, and that's pretty dang cool because obviously Bungie, the creators of Destiny, were the originators of the Halo franchise, even though they've now moved on. And that, guys, is going to wrap up my list of times that Halo has made its appearance in other franchises. While from this list alone, you can see that Halo has made its way into a lot of different games. One thing that hasn't happened too much other than kind of the Hayabusa armor though, is actually other game franchises making their way into Halo. So I'll be interested to see if we see more of that with Halo Infinite and the free-to-play model. Let me know in the comments below if there's any crossovers that I missed, or let me know your favorite one out of the list. Along with that, also let me know what kind of crossovers you would want to see make their way into Halo. I would love a Doom themed crossover. I think that would be pretty badass. Maybe Master Chief or someone from Noble Team makes their way into a Doom game, and then Doom Guy himself maybe comes on over as an armor core into Halo Infinite. I think that would be pretty fun. As always though, guys, if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Make sure you follow me over on Twitch. I think I'm streaming on Twitch again. I don't know. I have legit head casing issues when it comes to where I should stream, but I stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays on some platform. Try and find where I'm streaming. If you're lucky, you'll be able to find me. Make sure you also follow me over on Twitter and Instagram. Here you can see my tweets where I tell you where I'm streaming on a weekly basis, and you can also see cool pictures like a picture of me playing at my first ever Halo LAN. And with that said, guys, I'll see you all next time.